Well, welcome back everyone. It is Andrew Breault. I'm here with part 2 of the screen capture tutorial. I am showing you how to use Microsoft Expression Encoder to capture your Windows screen and then be able to turn that into a video file that you can send out to other people to watch, or you can post it to YouTube, Facebook, really anywhere that you can post video. So right now we've just sent the file that we created a moment ago over to Expression Encoder. So this is actually the editing part of the screen capture process. So as you can see, we've got a media content tab down here. That's where the actual video is. You can do text overlays, which we're not gonna bother with, but you can. And over here we have an activity log. I really don't even know what that is. I guess it's kind of showing what we've done. I don't know. I never mess with that stuff, so just leave it alone. But we do have this timeline up here, and the first thing you're going to notice is when you've sent your video over, or your screen capture over here, it just turns we're really zoomed in on it, like it's filled out the whole entire screen. And that's not going to work because we need to be able to see what we recorded. So the very first thing I do when I get in here is I come right over here on the left hand side where it says we're viewing at 100%. I click on the little arrow down and I say fit to screen. And that's going to take the video that we recorded and it fits it right here into the screen. Awesome, right? Now, probably while you were recording your screen capture, you may have messed up a couple of times and restarted, or you kept it recording, but maybe you said something twice and you wanted to cut it out, or maybe you were trying to get going in the beginning, like I did, and just totally messed up the very beginning. So let's take a second and watch this. I'm going to use my space bar to start playing this video. Where we should hear some audio here in just a minute. Tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to See, I messed up right there. So I did this a couple of different times, and somewhere over in here, I actually got started. All right, so I found the spot that I need to trim up. And so I'm using the arrow keys on my computer, or on my keyboard, and I'm just using the back arrow here. And if you look at where it says position, I'm just going back a few clicks. It gets you back a few seconds. And then right here, you can see it says insert and edit at the playhead. So right where the playhead is, when I click that, it just cut the video. Now I have two little video files here. So I'm going to play back right where I just cut it. Well, hey everyone, it's Andrew Breault, and I'm back with another and it starts out maybe even a little bit closer than what I want it to. So one thing I can do here is I can zoom in using this tool, and I'm gonna undo by hitting Control Z, and I undid that little edit that I had there, and I'm gonna back this up, and I can hear myself breathe in right there. I know I'm getting ready to start talking. So I just place my cursor right where I did that, and I'm going to play again. I'm following it. And I can tell that I started like right about here is where I started talking. So I just back up a little bit and click. Now go ahead and insert the edit. Now with that playhead, I'm going to move it back so it's over top of this portion of the video. Right click on it and say remove clip. Now when I did that, if I zoom back out, you'll see that I actually trimmed off the front of the video. So I trimmed it off, and now when I go to play it, well, hey everyone, it's Andrew Breault, and I'm back with another tutorial. It starts out right where I wanted it to. So I can then go ahead and scrub through my video. I can find any other points where I was like, oh, I messed up right in here, and maybe I need to go back in and make some changes or anything like that. So just go in, clip it up where you need to, get rid of get rid of whatever you need to get rid of, and go ahead and finish up all your all your edits. Yep, just remove the little spots where you messed up so that it's a nice smooth video and it plays nicely. Guess what I wanted to say there. Okay, once that is all done, we need to now save this as an actual video file that can then be delivered, whether you're just sending that video file to someone, maybe it's going to live on your computer, or maybe you want to post it up on YouTube or something like that. So to get the file out, we could just go ahead and say encode, but if we do that, it's going to use all of the system defaults, and the system defaults are not that great. So we're going to go in and we're going to set up, so I've already done this, a full HD tutorial, or just a full HD user-defined settings. And if I hover over top of that, you'll see what it says. Hey, my output is Windows Media, what the video codec is, what the bit rate is, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you how I got those settings. So the first thing that you want to do is go ahead and give your file, your media file, a name. So this is a how to video capture your screen. We'll just say how to video capture your screen. We can also see that my directory is actually going out to a network folder. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to click these little buttons here. I get a dialog box just like we did back in video 1, and I am going to get out of my documents. I'm going to go to my hard drive, and I want it to go into the screen capture folder. Now if you are on any other computer on campus, once again you're going to scroll down here and go to your C save folder. If you're on your own personal computer, you can just choose documents and create a folder there. I'm going to do my screen capture folder and say OK. So that's great, but what about all the rest of the settings, like the encoding quality, and there's some different presets and stuff up here which are totally fine. They're okay, but once again they're not great. So I'm going to go over to the Encode tab, and the output format, I want it to be Windows Media because we did not pay for any other types of outputs like MP4 or H.264 or anything like that. So I have to stick with a Windows Media file, and that's perfectly fine. This video, VC1 Advanced, is fine. Audio, WMA Professional, is fine, but I do want to specify some of the settings down inside of here. So the first thing is the average bit rate right now is set to 2664. I want to do 3000 kilobit or 3 megabit, and right here I want to do a peak bit rate at 5 megabit or 5000 kilobits. The size, I want it to be the same as the source, 1920 by 1080. That's perfectly fine. And let's see. So it's telling me right here 3 megabit. It's variable bit rate. Constrained is fine. The peak buffer window is set to 4 seconds. I think that's okay. The frame rate is the same as the source, 30 frames per second. That's perfectly okay. Next, I want to click on the audio settings and see what this is. And currently it's set to like 64 kilobits, which is pretty low. There we go. It's now going to give me that. And I'm going to jump that up to 192. That's studio quality. I'm using a decent microphone. The sample rate is currently set to 44.1. That's what the project was captured in, so that's perfectly fine. Bits per sample is set to 16, which is also the same as what the video was captured in, so that is fine. Once all of these are set, it's been a while since I did a preset, but I believe it is under is it underneath this little cog menu? Yeah, so if you click on this little cog menu, you can save the panel as a preset. So if you click on that, you can say, hey, I want to keep all of these different settings. I can say even the job output, the output directory, save job file to output directory. There's like all different types of things that we can put inside of there. Can even create a subfolder if we want it to, all that fun kind of stuff. Once I am all done, so it says, hey, I'm going to keep this preset inside of the screen capture folder, and I can just call this full HD and then say OK. And now when I go over here to the user defaults, well, it should have shown up there. Maybe I needed to click on this cog menu. Oh no, there it is. So I can go ahead and say browse for a preset. I can then go out to my screen capture folder, and here is the full HD XML file. Double click on that, and it should automatically set everything. So I'm not exactly sure why it's not showing up here. Create a new user preset. Maybe that's why. Probably because I didn't click that. So I would go back in here, job output. Yes, I want to keep all of that kind of stuff. Yes, I want to make this full HD. Say OK. It's going to tell me that it already exists. Do I want to overwrite it? I say yes. Please tell me it's going to show up there. It should be showing up here under the user presets. I don't know why it's not. For now, I can just click on the full HD tutorial, and if I hit apply, I think it's going to change. Maybe it's not. It's not going to change these settings, so that's okay. As you can tell, some of these tutorials I do, I'm figuring things out as I go along, which I kind of like because there's just some realness behind it, and it shows that I don't know everything. Did I just say that out loud? Yeah, I don't know everything. So with that preset applied, I can now come down here, hit the encode button, and it's going to start saving that file. It will tell me how long it's going to take. Of course, I'm in the middle of recording right now while it's trying to also do this video, so it's slowing my computer down a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so it can finish encoding really quickly, and then get that video posted, and then I get to edit this one. Guys, if you're not already following me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I look forward to sharing some more great tutorials with you. I have got some awesome content coming out for iOS, especially on the iPad Pro. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share with a friend. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.